No, that's too much. No, Carmack, that's too far. You're putting too much power in it. Carmack, what did I just say? Carmack, don't pull the lever. No! Ah! I said less power, you imbecile! Gosh, could have snapped my neck and took another 100 years to heal after the last injury. Uh, Hi. Didn't think you would be home by this point. When did you get home, may I ask? 10 minutes ago. Oh, I. Dang it. I really need a new thrall. Yes, I mean you, Cormac. Whoa, 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 hey, 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 hey. I know this looks bad. Like, very bad. However, you don't need to call the police. Let's not escalate this. Again, like the last person. Fair enough. I did smash through your second story window, which is technically breaking and entering, but let me explain. See, what I'm about to say may seem crazy to the average human. Yes, I said human. Now let me continue. It may seem crazy, but I'm a vampire. And Cormac out there, if you look outside the smash window, is my thrall, given to me by my dynasty. What's with that confused face? You don't believe me? Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't believe you either. But, for one, here are my fangs. I'll just go ahead and get that out of the way. As you can see, see? Told you. And two, my pale skin, and three, my red eyes. Albino? What? No. Whatever. And as for the smashing through the window situation, see, us vampires can glide for short distances. However, I never been good at it as much as my dynasty keeps telling me to practice. Dude has got to realize I've only been this way for like 400 years. He has been turned since the days of Augustus. So the plan was to get into your room and wait until you fell asleep. Then feed upon you while you slept. Simple. Now, how would one who can't glide too well reach the window on the second story, you may ask? See, I could have what you guys now call parkour my way up here. However, agility is also not my best thing. However, I am a genius when it comes to making and coming up with great ideas on the fly. So, I got Cormac and a little bit of help from me, and we made a miniature catapult. Yes, a catapult. What's so shocking about that? Well, I mean, yeah, we glide, like I said. However, some of us can turn into bats, but that's super stereotypical. I guess I should have mentioned that too. Yeah. I was told by my elders that I had to get creative into breaking into houses if I couldn't glide or be agile. So that's what I came up with. I, you seem shocked. I don't get what's so hard to understand about this. Anyway, so now that you know what I am and what I'm here for, why don't you just go ahead and let me in your hand or your neck? Either one will do. No, I'm not gonna kill you. Calm down. I don't kill. Well, unless it was an animal, in which case. But humans, they're a little bit different. We don't. Plus, we can't really do that anymore since it could cause another human vampire war, but that's a whole can of worms I'm not about to open. Let's just say we can no longer kill, but we can politely ask, and if given the green light, then we can do it. We just can't kill or drain you completely. Just enough to make you fall asleep, basically. Oh, calm yourself. I once had a human, maybe 20 or so years ago, lend me some blood. Of course, they were younger at that point, so they were easy to convince. Then you're older, see, looking. I don't know how old you are. I'm not good at judging that anymore. Uh, of course they were. Yeah, I was also a fledgling back then. I mean, I mean, that was only like 2 decades ago. That would still be considered a fledgling for me. I've kind of entered the territory of what would you guys call it? Intermediate, beginner, amateur, something like that. So that could be debatably been my childhood, since you tend to forget your mortal memories when you lose your mortal self. It's weird. So you kind of just remember waking up and suddenly, boom, you're a vampire. It's not like you don't remember not being human, it's just you can't remember anything. Weird, right? Nah, so do I. Why do you look like that? What's that face mean? You. That this rings a bell, you say. How so? Have you had another vamp do something similar to this? No? Then how does this ring a bell? Oh, you mean you've given blood to a vamp before? I guess I could describe that. It's probably why you didn't. You believed me very quickly when I was saying I was a vampire. Um, I could describe that day since you asked so politely. Well, I made a mistake and tried to feed off a bear. Uh, got too cocky with my newfound strength. It's a misconception vampires don't have blood. Well, not our blood. We take blood so that it runs through our veins. So think of it as your stomach was cut open. We use that blood to use our strength. However, over time, we lose it as it gets, I guess you'd say, digested? I don't know. Anyway, so I was losing all the blood I had in my body and couldn't gather what little was left in me to find a small animal or call for help. Suddenly, though, a younger looking human came up to me and looked concerned. They asked if they could help. I guess they couldn't tell at that point I was a vampire. I don't know. I told them that I needed to feed or I was gonna die. So I made it pretty clear what I was from that point. That's when when the realization hit him like a brick. That may have clarified a little too hard. However, instead of letting me die there, like most would, they offered their hand and let me drink. I've been confused by that day ever since. I still think about it every now and then and wonder why. Why would you offer me just a random vampire dying help? Why are you tearing up? What do you mean there's no way? You mean to tell me that was you all those years ago? Are you serious? Did I get the 20 decades right? Or the 2 decades? I did? Holy crap. You look so different. No wonder I didn't recognize you. Of course, other than the blood in my eyes at the time, if you don't mind me asking, why did you do it? Please clarify. Wait, what? Okay, so let me get this straight. Your dad is a vampire hunter, and a successful one at that. However, you saw him slay several vampires that did nothing wrong and wished to just not harm humans, and you didn't wish to join him like he wanted. So you ran away and found me dying by coincidence and wanted to take the chance in saving me, hoping I was good and to prove a point. Does that sound right? Oh, wow. Okay, what a wacky coincidence this is. I can't believe that I happened to fly through your window and I suppose almost gave you a heart attack. I gotta say though, time did you many favors. You look absolutely amazing, my saving grace. Honestly, thank you. Thank you for that day. There isn't anything in the world I could do to make up for it. And I hope you chose wisely. I still have not slain a human, and I have not drinking blood from a human. In fact, you were going to be my first, other than that one day. But ever since that day, I have not drinking. In fact, I've tried my best to avoid it. However, I don't think I can survive on animal blood anymore. So, if you don't mind me asking, for this once, could you spare me a little bit more?